Hey guys, Brandon here with Texas Plinking with another video, although it may look like deja vu because you guys have already seen this rifle. However, I bring it to you guys in a whole different form to where now it is how I dreamed this rifle would be. As you guys can probably suggest, it's going to be suppressed. So I had this suppressor. It came in after 7.5 months of waiting. Then I shot it off my M1A off camera because it didn't thread right, supposedly, I guess. But AAC, because I have the AAC SDN6, took care of it, and I got the suppressor back in about a month or so, month and a half, and they took care of everything, shipping and everything. So huge shout out to AAC, absolutely love them. So finally got it back, and now I want to show you guys this rifle in its form again. This one was the one that was in the backpack sniper rifle video, because I got this rifle bag that it fits in this whole thing. You got everything you need to have a long range rifle, which is the kind of goal I had. You can wear it like a backpack. This was like $80 or something like that on Amazon. It's a pretty darn good case. So then we go ahead and take this off here, the Velcro handle here, and bada boom. So nothing has changed with this. It's got the Vortex 2.5 to 10 by 44, the Viper PST. That's got an AI 10 round mag, or is this one the Accurate mag? This one's actually the Accurate mag one. 16-inch barrel. This is an AICS 2.0 short action stock. It shoots at 308. This is a Remington 700 action. It's the AAC SD is what they call it. So it's paired up nicely. 16-inch barrel with a threaded barrel at the end. So here it is right there. So you go ahead and unfold the stock, and then there is the rifle. However, in some of these pockets right here, we have got a quick detach bipod. So go ahead and pivot that upwards, and there we are. You can go ahead and put this off to the side here. I'll help to deploy the bipod. And this pocket is where the magic happens. This is the AAC SDN6. So we'll go ahead, this one right here, it's a quick detach. It comes with this muzzle brake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and thread that at the end of this. Take off the thread protector. All right, so thread protector off. And I just go ahead and hand tighten. I got a little washer here, but then I'm just gonna go ahead and hand tighten the flash hider. Good enough. And then I'll just get better leverage with the suppressor. And this is a bolt action, so it's not gonna be like throwing itself off. So once it's on there pretty good, I'm just gonna give it a good solid twist, and that should be on there really, really nicely. So now, check it out. 16-inch with the 7.25-inch or whatever suppressor. So now it comes into the look that I had in mind the whole time, because before with the short barrel looked a little silly, but now that is the way I want to rock and roll with this thing. So let me get this kind of moved over here and put this here. And now let's just talk about what makes a gun loud and why. This one's going to be one of the quietest, if not actually the quietest rifle I have, and just about the quietest you could get a rifle, more or less. So let's talk about it. Why is a gun shot very, very loudly? And it comes down to three main things: muzzle blast, the bullet breaking the sound barrier, and then the action itself. For example, let's say the bullet crack and the muzzle blast out of the equation. On an AR-15, it has the whole bolt self-cycling itself. So that's all the noise anyway. It's not that loud, but it is noise. You can reduce that by, right here, a bolt action. When you shoot it, the bullet just leaves the barrel, and the powder explodes, and that's kind of it. There's no cycling action on a bolt action. So that sound is eliminated. However, the muzzle flash, or that blast at the muzzle, that is then reduced with the suppressor. That's going to eliminate 99% of the sound. The rest of the sound is the bullet itself breaking the sound barrier, and you get this loud pop. So how do we mitigate this? You get a bolt action, so the action sounds out. You get the suppressor, so 99% of the muzzle blast is out. And when you shoot supersonics, you're left with the pop, and then you can shoot what I have got here, which is some subsonic rounds for 308. That way it sounds about as loud, if not a little less than like a medium clap, like that. That's about it. We'll get a feel for it. So I say actually, let's just start with as loud as it gets. I'm gonna go ahead and take the suppressor off, and we'll shoot some supersonic ammo, and just to kind of get a point of reference. All right, so taking off the suppressor now, we're just gonna leave this on there. You may hear a high-pitched ting sound like you do with the ACR. That's just because of this muzzle brake. If you can hear that. For some reason, just the way that I don't know, that just happens to work. But so that's just gonna be the muzzle brake, not so much anything else. But we're gonna go unsuppressed. I'm gonna load some supersonic rounds up. This is gonna be Hornady American Gunner, 155 grain Botel hollow points. Going out of this, I think this is a 1 in 10 twist barrel. Whatever it is, it flies nicely out of this. It groups really, really well at 100 yards. Let's just do 3 shots, get the point. We'll see what happens. Go ahead and get on this side so you can see the action of it. Safety off. This is not one I'm going to test without hearing protection. I can just tell it's going to be a bit noisy. See how the high-pitched thing stops when I grab it, so just the way the muzzle brake is. Let's go ahead and shoot that same ammunition with the suppressor so you guys can get an idea on what that sounds like. The 3 shots? Yep. I'm still going to shoot it with hearing protection on because it's going to break the sound barrier, which is going to mitigate the sound here, but there's still a really loud pop there to where you can shoot it without hearing protection. It's just not as fun. I might do it on the last one here. Tell you what I think. I haven't done it with this one yet. Quite a bit quieter. In fact, let me shoot away from the steel target because a lot of that sound was just hitting the steel target. Let's go to some dirt. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it does seem almost hearing safe. I'll tell you what I think. That's not bad at all, actually. That actually just sounds like a little firecracker, or a kind of decently big firecracker downrange. I hear 0 ringing to my ear. It's actually pretty impressive. Before we go subsonic, let's do that again, because that's actually not bad at all. That's actually really good. I thought that would be actually worse than a 5.56. I think the 5.56 just goes a lot faster or something. I don't know. I would figure once it breaks the sound barrier, it's going to be the same noise, but it's not bad at all, actually. That's interesting. All right. Suppressed bolt action with the 308. That is not too loud. Ian just threw his hearing protection off, so we'll see what his impressions are as well. But from behind the gun, that gets hot real quick. From behind the gun, though, it is not too bad. Again, I'm going to shoot steel. No ringing from me. It's a loud pop, but no discomfort, no ringing at all. Nothing. Just a really loud snap. That's about it. That is absolutely awesome. I'm actually really happy. That's my first impression, as you could tell. Throw that on safe, drop the mag. Let's do subsonic. That's where it's going to get hilarious. All right, subsonic suppressed. Let's shoot metal first. Oh, safety, huh? That'll help. All right, most of that sound was just the metal target. Let's go to the dirt. Sounds like compressed air blast. That's about it. That literally sounds like compressed air, like blast. That's literally it. Dang, not bad at all. Obviously, the camera's not going to pick that up too much. We have a nice mic, but the way microphones are set up is whenever decibel goes too high, it compensates for that. But hopefully that was enough to get the idea. What I'm going to do here is load supersonic, subsonic, supersonic, subsonic, just so we get the back and forth of it. You can even hear the difference in delay. We're only shooting like 50, 60 yards. The delay on the steel target impact. I'm going to shoot steel on the first one. First one's going to be supersonic, then it's going to be subsonic. Still good. All right, so yeah, supersonic first, then subsonic, both on steel plate. Just try to listen for a little bit of delay. We're only at 60 yards, like I said. It's a good delay there. Now we're only shooting like not far at all. Supersonic again. Shoot dirt this time. Subsonic. That's hilarious. Now I know what you guys are probably wondering. No one would ever really want to do this, but what about subsonic unsuppressed? That's really not functional at all, but hey, for the sake of science, let's go ahead and figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and go again without hearing protection because this is a pretty light load. Who knows? This might make my ears ring a little bit, but subsonic, unsuppressed, no reason why you would want to do this. Let's see what it's like. That's the loudest one so far. That's pretty darn crazy how effective that suppressor is. if this makes sense, let me summarize this. I would rather shoot supersonic ammunition with the suppressor than subsonic without the suppressor. The supersonic round is quieter to the shooter's perspective when suppressed. So that's just all in the can itself. Let's go ahead and throw it back on there. All right, push back to 100 yards. I forgot my rear bag. I don't think I'm gonna need it for just 100. And like I said, let's start supersonic. This is zeroed in decently. I kind of rushed it decently for supersonic. The subsonic, I don't know. I'm just gonna hold over. Even at 100 yards, it's gonna be a difference of like, I don't know, a lot, especially with the 16-inch barrel. All right, supersonic. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit. Here we go. Let's try to hit like a little popper. It's so nice shooting full speed loads without hearing protection. All right, so now we have got the subsonic rounds. Don't know where to hold over this, like I said, but I don't know, let's just try like 8 inches over. I'm not seeing where it's hitting. This one was giving me problems before. Let's see if I could hand feed that. Oh, there it goes. It's getting a little heated. Let's see. So we're hitting the metal. There it goes. I like this thing. I don't think I could sell this thing. That's pretty sweet. Well guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. Of course, that's not the end of this gun for this channel. I do want to, I keep saying this, I want to bring this out to Best of the West and get long range with a 16-inch barrel, especially suppressed, because I think that would be really, really cool. Because ultimately, like I said, I like the size of it with the suppressor. It's not like cumbersome at all or anything like that. And like I said, it looks pretty good. So yeah, this thing should have no problems with like supersonic ammo going out to 750 yards and something that fits in like a backpack. That'd be kind of cool to do. But anyway, again, I just want to thank ammo.com. You can get 308 ammo, both supersonic and subsonic, and save $20. Link in the description. Use that special code when you click that link. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.